Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to take up a new poem, The Way Through the Woods. What do you mean by woods, children? Woods is nothing but forest. A way through the forest. So, a road which is leading through the forest is the meaning of the poem. Okay? So, this poem is written by Joseph Rudyard Kipling. He is a very famous poet. He is an English journalist and a short story writer. He is most well known for writing the novel The Jungle Book, as well as for short stories such as The Man Who Would Be King. Okay? Now, the poem, The Way Through the Woods, is actually a poem filled with mystery. It describes a path through the forest that is now overgrown with grass and shrubs. Okay, so here we are going to talk about a forest which had a road inside once upon a time, and now the road has disappeared as the vegetation has taken over it, or the plants have grown on the road and there is no road through the forest now. So the poet takes us along the poem, telling us how the way through the woods was. Okay, now let me read the poem for you. They shut the road through the woods 70 years ago. Now, this road through the forest was there 70 years ago. And 70 years ago, what they did? They closed the road which went through the forest. Weather and rain have undone it again. And now you would never know there was once a road through the woods. Now what has happened? The weather and the rain around has taken over it, because the road is not to be seen at all now, because since the road was shut and people stopped traveling, if the road is filled with many plants and other bushes, as if it was not there at all. Okay, and now you would never know there was once a road through the woods. Now, if you visit the forest, you will not be able to make out that there was a road through the forest. Before they planted the trees, it is underneath the coppice and heath and the thin anemones. Now, where is this road? This road is underneath the coppice. Coppice means an area in the forest where trees and bushes are cut to the ground level. That is called as a coppice. Heath, coppice and heath. Heath means an open land covered with grass and bushes. So the road is below this, below the coppice and below the heath. And the thin anemones. Thin anemones, anemones is a type of flower. Okay. Only the keeper sees that where the ringdove broods. Now here the poet is mentioning that here the keeper means a person who is in charge of looking after the forest. Only the keeper, only that person sees that where the ringdove broods. Ringdove is a type of bird, where it broods. And the badger is a type of animal, roll at ease, that there was once a road through the woods. Now here the person is telling that only the keeper, only the person who is there looking after the forest, he alone sees that where the ringdove broods. Ringdove is a bird. Brooding means the process in which they produce small chicks, where the ringdove is producing small baby birds. And the badger is a type of animal, children. Badger is a type of animal. Roll at ease, how they roll on the floor with easiness, without any difficulty. And he alone knows that there was once a road through the woods. Nobody else knows about it. So moving on, continuing the poem. Yes, if you enter the woods. Now, if you are entering the forest of a summer evening late in the summer evening, if you just enter the forest, when the night air cools on the trout-ringed pools. Now, when the night air cools, that means when the climate has become really cool on the trout-ringed pools. Trout is a type of fish. So when the air is cool near the trout-ringed pools means the the small ponds which contain this fish. Near that the air is really cold. Where the otter whistles his mate. Where the otter is another type of animal, children. Whistles his mate. He is calling for a companion. Where the otter is calling for his companion. You will hear the beat of a horse's feet. Now, when you enter during such a time, you can hear a small horse feet sound, the sound of a horse walking, and the swish of a skirt in a dew. And you can hear the swish. Swish means a rushing sound of a skirt in the dew. In the dew, you can hear some sound of a clothing steadily cantering through. Steadily cantering means running on a small speed. The horse is running in a small speed through the misty solitudes. Through the misty solitudes means the forest is filled with mist. Solitude means it's lonely. The forest is very lonely without any people around, as though they perfectly knew, as if this horse and the traveler on it perfectly knew that the old lost road through the woods, as if they know the proper road which was going through the woods, but there is no road through the woods. Okay, but there is no road through the woods. So here the poet is imagining that a person on the horse, he is coming during the evening and he travels on the road as if he perfectly knows where the road is, but actually there is no road through the forest because it is completely covered. Okay, so here this poem is actually a mysterious poem wherein the poet is trying to explain us that once upon a time there was a road in the forest which has been covered now with grass and shrubs. But he also suggests that there is still a route, there is an old road which some people are traveling on. That is what is the mysterious horse here and a traveler on it. Where they are, and you can see a photograph here, a traveler on the horse. So he still travels, but he's not making it clear what is actually happening in the woods. So a very beautifully written poem by Rudyard Kipling. I hope you understood the poem, children. Read the poem twice before you come to the live class. Okay? Thank you.